Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not this one, as I'm going to be reviewing a few of Chuck Norris's films as he's sadly no longer with us. Why not this one? Come out in 1981, very good film, kind of a revenge, kind of an action, kind of a martial art film, all rolled into one. That being Eye for an Eye. We're going to go with Eye for an Eye. It's basically about a cop that was played by Chuck Norris. It starts off with him and his partner. By accident, they have this horrible accident and his partner gets killed. If I remember rightly, his partner gets burnt to death. So now he's on his own. He's now a cop on his own and he goes undercover and things like that. And he's got this Chinese girl who he's a friend with and so on. And she works on this news thing and so on. And believe it or not, you got Dracula in this. Yep, you got Christopher Lee. I always liked Christopher Lee as an actor. He's one of them. He has a presence. Another actor who's sadly no longer with us, but he has a presence. And it turns out she's found something out what she shouldn't have found out, and that Christopher Lee is not a death routine. He's into this, he's into drug dealing, syndicate, dancers, money loaning, you name it. He's not a nice person. So because she's found this information out, she's going to give it to her mate Chuck Norris. And he's got a Chinese star. I've seen him before. He's been in a few things. He was well known for being in the days of WWF. I know got it WF. And he's a well-known big Chinese guy, really scary, really frightening. I like the fact that he's sort of like a limp in this, but he's guy you don't want to mess with. So they're going after the girl. She's told our mate. They're going after her. There's one funny bit where the car accidentally hits the Chinese dad. He goes, and he lifts it up with his hands. I thought that was that funny scene. So they're going after her. And you think she's escaped. She gets back to her apartment. The Chinese guy breaks in. Really frightening scene. And they kill her. Just a brutal death scene. And I remember that he strangles her. And they make it look like a suicide just because she's found out so much. And you kind of feel sorry for Chuck Norris's character. He's found her and he knows that she's not the sort to take her own life. She's been murdered. And as you get another guy who's also no longer with us, you might remember him in Saf. I'm going to have to name, mate. You remember the Bat Potatoes films, you know, Saf, who's the one who's big and brave and everybody loves him. He is Saf. Yep, you've got him in it. And he's also a cop. And he helps out Chuck Norris to find out why she's been murdered. It's more like who's done it, we want to know who's done it, and blah, 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 all in one. And long below, you find out Chuck Norris's mate is not his mate, he's also working for his signature, who are not very nice people. And they're going to get him. Chuck Norris runs, he chases after him, he fights with him, he falls on this railway, and he gets killed. Not a nice way to go, neither. But then again, he was a nice person. So then him and his mate go to this big garden where this big house is. His house is big, it's beautiful. I just love it. This is the bit, right? This is the bit where Chuck Norris shows off his fighting moves. I love the bit where he jumps in the air, does his kung fu kick, does a back swing, knocks another guy out, his other leg, his corner leg, kicks his guy on his ass. I love it. Everything about the moves, what he does in this, I total and utter that love. He proper goes to town kicking ass. And you definitely see his talents in this as a martial artist. I love the bit he's in the field, he jumps another jump kick, knocks another guy on his ass. Beautiful, just beautiful. Then he's in the house, he's got the Chinese guy, and I just love the fight. The Chinese guy's knocking him down, he's doing kung fu kicks, and he's hitting him. And I just wish there's a bit where he's kicking his ass. Chuck Norris says the line about the woman who he murdered, this is for her. And he does a kick and kills him, you know what I mean? Proper badass kung fu style. But it doesn't happen. I just wish that was in a film, but he gets the better, and he knocks him down, and then he's going after Christopher Lee. And he literally chokes Christopher Lee out. There's one bit where I'm thinking, is he really strangling him? He literally is choking him out, he's strangling him like this. that's Christopher Lee. They managed to talk him out of it, and he gets arrested. The main villain, that is. So they're talking, there's a bit more dialogue, they're talking, he smiles, end of movie. So yeah, Eye for an Eye, like I say, it's more of a thriller, and it come out in 1981. And this was the year when Chuck Norris was at his best, he was at his peak. I love the hairstyle, blonde hair, I love the moves, I love the back swing move with his arm, I love the bit where he jumps in the air, does a kung fu kick, knocks a die on his ass. You could definitely see how he was pretty known for doing his martial art films. He definitely knew how to kick ass. And Eye for an Eye, you've never seen it, you're into fillers. I'd say it's more of a filler. Because, yeah, there's some fighting in it. Yeah, there's some action in it. I like the bit where they got an air to talk to and it's chasing Chuck in the field. But if you're going into it like Phase of USA or maybe Mission in Action 3 or Delta Force, you're going to be disappointed. It's not that sort of film. The art cover, what come out back in 81, is very deceiving. Because you got it where in the art cover, you got him jumping in the air with the famous Kung Fu kick. The artwork looks like something out of fucking the old Bond films. And you've got a feeling this is going to be like a Bond film sort of feel. And it's not that at all. I say it's more of a thriller, more of a revenge, like his friend got murdered. He's gone solo as a police officer because he blamed himself over his partner that got brutally killed in an accident. Yeah, it's not his fault, but he still blames himself. And there's a damn good performance by Chuck Norris in this. You can definitely see that he's done some acting in it. And there's definitely a lot of talent in it. Like I say, I love some of the moves. Christopher Lee. You'll have to hate him without talking myself. You'll have to hate him because he's definitely not a nice person. And you feel sorry for the girl, especially on the uncut one when you see what happens to her. It's definitely a brutal and disturbing scene. The villain, it's in one way, that makes you hate the villains more. The fact they killed this poor young girl, it makes you hate the villains more. And that's why you want Chuck Norris to go in, go to town, kick ass, Chuck Norris style. The one that's his mate, he gets a really horrible death, he gets crushed to death, could happen to a bit of scumbag. And that's what I love about it. And because I like it that much, fuck it, without ado. I'm going to have to do it in afterwards, though. I'm an arsehole. Shoot me. Because there's a lot of better movies out there with Chuck Norris. We all say Eye for an Eye, but there's a lot of better films out there. But it's not a bad film. If you're going into it for action, I would repeat myself. You're going to be disappointed. But if you're going into it for a thriller, with an interesting story, you want to see Chuck Norris kick ass and go to town and fight this fucking China guy who's really scary. Eye for an Eye. So yeah, give it a 2-star rating. I say average, but it's not a bad film. I can watch it again if I wanted to. Compared to some of the shit they call movies these days, I should watch Eye for an Eye. And I do like Chuck Norris in this. I do like the fact he kicks ass. He generally talks poor Christopher Lee out. And yeah, Eye for an Eye, you've never seen it, you're interested in a good thriller. Yeah. Eye for an Eye. To them. Be smart. Be safe. See you later.